Greetings, trailblazers across the cosmos, and welcome to my Pure Fiction 4 4.1 reset video! That was my grand announcer voice. Anyways, yeah, I'm doing good, and I hope you're all doing good. Time for my podcast in disguise. I mean my Pure Fiction video. This is my first Pure Fiction video, so I'm really excited, because it's one of my favorite endgame modes, probably because it doesn't take as long as APOC and Mach. But, yeah, I like these kind of like time challenges, like get rid of as many enemies as you can, and I've got my Pure Fiction King, Argenti, and Heng, and Dahlia, and Yao Guang. Yes. Yeah, so I kind of play Argenti weird when I do Pure Fiction. Like, I try to spam his bursts, because he kind of has like a double burst like Maoika in Genshin, if you play that. So like you can they have two bursts. They have like the half burst, and then they have their twice as strong burst, if that makes any sense. But yeah, when it comes to Pure Fiction, I try to spam Argenti's burst, even if it's just the half burst. I'm like, yes, I don't care if it's half power. I need you to get rid of these enemies. And yeah, it's like weird. It's like people are like, what? You're splitting Argenti's bursts? How could you? How could you, man? How could you? Oh, I was thinking of that War of the Worlds with Ice Cube, that meme. I was actually watching it. I was like, this is actually pretty entertaining. But yeah, I'm still playing Trails Beyond the Horizon, and I'm loving it so far. Yeah, it's been like over 2 months since I got it, on launch day, as I've said before in my other videos, and I'm taking my time with it because, like, when it comes to Trails games, I really like doing all the side quests. And like sometimes there's like completely missable side quests. I'm looking at you, Anton side quests from the Cold Steel games, and there are probably some in like the Sky games as well. I really like the side quests because not only do they go towards like your bonuses, but they also give you Mira, that's the currency in Trails games, and like some of them are so funny and so cute. And I don't know, it's like I really want to see more of these characters, so of course I'm gonna do the side quests. And it's like, it's different from like Genshin and HSR because in those games you can always do the side quests. But in Trails games, when you pass a segment, like you can't go back and do the side quests unless you're like me and you save scum and you have like all these different save files. Like I remember the game I was really save scumming was for Fire Emblem Three Houses, because I had like a save file for the Golden Deer, I had a save file for the 2 Black Eagles routes, and then I had a third save file for the Blue Lions routes, and then I had like different routes. It's like, okay, but what if I married this character instead? Or I guess rather have Byleth marry this character instead. Like, how would this turn out? And then they're like different alternate universes. I like games with like alternate universes. Like I was talking about in one of my previous videos, I really like the Isomnium games, and it's interesting because like the different branches are like different alternate universes, and then you need to like do all the different alternate universes in order to find the ending. And yeah, those games are so funny. Like, I was surprised how funny they were. Like, one of my favorite running jokes is there's like this crime scene investigator called Kagami, and like you can keep asking him like, what's your name, over and over, and then like at first he's like polite, he's like, my name's Kagami, sir, and then after a while he's like, my name is Kagami. I haven't played the third one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I really hope they bring back Kagami, because like I think it's like in the second game he's already like, oh no, you're gonna ask me a cajillion times what my name is, aren't you? And it's just so funny. But speaking of games with alternate universes, or I guess alternate saves, scumming, Rune Factory, because you know how you can have different love interests if you've played the games. So far I've just played Rune Factory 3 and 4 and Guardians of Ozma, but I'm really looking forward to playing more Rune Factory games because I really like that kind of game. Like, I like farming games like Stardew Valley, even though I haven't played that much Stardew Valley. Maybe I'll make a playthrough series of me trying to play Stardew Valley, because I'm not super great at it. Like, it's kind of like with Animal Crossing, like I get kind of overwhelmed. It's like there's so many things to do and I don't log into Animal Crossing every day. They'll like hate me. So I remembered back when I was playing New Horizons, after a while, I'm like, I just know I have to play the game at least twice a week to make sure my villagers don't hate me. Like once on Monday, or like once on Sunday, and then once on Monday, and I remembered I was so happy when I saw Raymond on a mystery island, and I was like, Raymond, yes! And then, like, my favorite villager turned out to be Pudge. Like, he does the Naruto running, and it's so adorable. Yeah, he's like a little orange teddy bear and like doing the Naruto running. When you know, you know. Yeah, so my favorite Animal Crossing villagers are Doc and Pudge. I really like the lazy villagers. They're just so chill. But like, sometimes you talk to them and they're like, I think we're living in a simulation. It's like, what? How is it the lazy villagers are the ones to figure this out? Anyways, back to Rune Factory. So I really like Guardians of Ozma. I put a short out with Wolby, and he's voiced by Mark Witten, who also voices Jiaoqiu and Kazuha. And I was like, what? And also said it in Fire Emblem Three Houses, now that I remember. He's such a good voice actor. And then like, cause Wolby's so adorable, I was like, oh, I really like Wolby. I don't want to spoil Guardians of Ozma, but my favorite Guardians of Ozma character is Kurama, because he's just such a mood. He's like me, like kind of a gamer homebody. Like, oh yeah, I just want to play but like they don't have video games, so he's like obsessed with board games. And then like sometimes he like talks in like modern gamer lingo, even though they're like kind of in a medieval setting. Yeah, and I really like what's his name? I'm trying to remember. The guy that's always speaking random Italian. Buongiorno! Splendiferous! That's not Italian. I think I learned some random Italian just by playing it. He's called Mallow. I forgot it. Moro! That's his name, because Mallow's his nickname. Yeah, I really like him, and I like, Fubuki. Yeah. And Kai is really funny too. It's voiced by the legendary Sayu. Yeah. I really like watching Sayu's videos. Like, I've been watching him play through Elden Ring, like in co-op with Ben and Nazi, Kaveh and Alhaitham's voice actors. They call themselves Tres Leches, and it's just so funny. I haven't played Elden Ring, but like watching them play it, I'm like, yeah, I'm not a super great gamer. I would probably not last very long in a Souls game. And it was so funny because like Ben's like trying to teach them how to play, and then like Nazi and Sayu are just like goofing off. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty glorious. So I haven't finished the whole VOD yet, but I'm really looking forward to watching the rest of it. And yeah, so speaking of Sayu, oh my goodness, he played Oswald in Octopath Traveler 2. I was talking about in my Not Cry exploration video. I really like Octopath Traveler 2, and my favorite character is Temenos. It's like, sorry, Oswald. Because Temenos is just like really funny, and yeah, he's sassy, that's for sure. So yeah, I was talking about whatever I was talking about, and we're already on the second half of my Pure Fiction run, and I had to like keep changing around this team to like get different results, and then it dawned on me, I'm like, hey, follow-up attack. So I just put together some follow-up attack characters and been like, hey, go take advantage of those buffs. And it worked out pretty well. I still don't have the Herta, so I have the Great Value version, small Herta. And I know it's weird, I brought a hunt character to Pure Fiction, but hear me out, hear me out. So sometimes like the Pure Fiction, like the boss in the middle that shows up in the later stages are kind of hard to get rid of. So I was like, you know, it seems like this Pure Fiction is kind of tailored for Ashveil, even though he's a hunt character. So I figured I might as well try bringing him to help get rid of the middle boss. And as you'll see, it was very helpful bringing along Ashveil. And I really like Ashveil Like, I keep saying I think he's really funny, and because like at first I thought he was like Boot Hill, and then I was like, okay, yeah, he's not Boot Hill. But yeah, I won't spoil the new main quest, but it did answer a lot of questions I had about Ashveil. And then it also like left me with some more questions, like why does dude sleep in a freezer? I mean, I know he's broke and all. He reminds me of like Rufus. Like, I was talking about it, like one of my favorite Trails characters is Rufus, and like he's poor now as of Trails Beyond the Horizon, and then like and you know in the Cold Steel games he used to be super rich, so he's like learning how to be poor and like spending his money on stupid things like fancy rental cars instead of like spending them on a nice hotel to spend the night with. And it makes me think of like Ashveil, because like Ashveil and Rufus are both like, oh, I'm too poor to enjoy anything. It's kind of like Zhongli. It's like, I'm too poor right now, but maybe like, you know, I forgot my wallet, if you wouldn't mind treating me. It's like Aventurine, share some of all that money with Ashveil, he really needs it. Oh, I really like Aventurine's like battle animations, just like the poker chips. And then it's kind of funny because like Dr. Ratio, he attacks with like pieces of chalk, and then like Aventurine attacks with like poker chips. And, like you put them together and there's like chalk and poker chips just flying everywhere, and I think it's like hilarious. Like some of the battle animations are really funny. Even like Herta's like small Herta's really funny. Like time to twirl, and yeah, I'm glad I went with her, because she follow-ups attack a lot, and it's like so satisfying, like watching Ashveil do a follow-up attack, and then Herta do a follow-up attack, and then Tribbie do a follow-up attack, and then Aventurine also does follow-up attacks. So yeah, these are like my follow-up, my makeshift follow-up attack team until I get the Herta, if I ever get her. I guess she's also a follow-up attack character. I don't really know how similar she is to the small Herta kit, but yeah, so this side actually went really well. It's like, I wish I could copy and paste this with the front half, but no, I think my Argenti team did pretty alright. I might try like tweaking it, like seeing if I can get a higher score later, but we shall see. But yeah, in Trails Beyond the Horizon, I finally got past the part whenever I finally got past that Rain Route 1 I was stuck on for ages. Now, I wasn't stuck on it because it was too hard. I was just like taking my time with it, I was saying. And I'm finally on the second bound route of Act 2, and I am currently 65 hours through Trails Beyond the Horizon, and I don't think I'm still anywhere near the end of it. It's taken me so long to beat some of the Trails games. Like, it literally took me a year to get past Cold Steel 3 and 4, because it took me 3 months to beat Trails of Cold Steel 3, and then it took me 9 whole months to get through Trails of Cold Steel 4, because like, you know, sometimes I couldn't play them that often because I was playing them on and off. I was like busy with other stuff, and yeah, so yeah, I'm like, it took me a year to beat Cold Steel 3 and 4, but it only took me a month to beat Cold Steel 1 and 2, because I was just like really into it. I locked in, and because I wanted to know what happened next. You know, I finished Cold Steel 1, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to know what happens next in Cold Steel 2, even though I kind of knew already, because as I was saying in some of my other videos, Cold Steel 3 was actually my first Trails game. I played the Trails games way out of order, so I'm glad that I'm like starting from the beginning with Trails in the Sky playthrough. I'm hoping to like do a playthrough of all the Trails games. And yeah, thanks for watching, of course, all my videos and watching my Trails in the Sky playthrough. It's been really fun, like, revisiting. And yeah, so my very ambitious project to go through all the Trails games starting in Trails in the Sky in order, I kind of struggled with this pure fiction, like, as you can tell. But I had fun, and yeah, thanks for bearing with me. And my skill issues. So yeah, here's the different buffs I picked. I picked the speed buff for the first half, and then I picked, of course, the follow-up attack buff for the second half. So here's my build showcased. I think they're mostly unchanged from my account tour video and my past few Honkai Star Rail videos, with the exception of maybe Ashveil, because I did improve his build a little bit. I gave him a little bit more crit damage compared to my pulling for Ashveil video, whenever I just got him and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna put these on him, because I kind of pre-farmed relics for him, but then I was looking through my relics and I was like, okay, these are probably better relics for him. And yeah, so far, like I said, I'm free to play in Honkai Star Rail, and the only Eidolons I have is an E1 for Dahlia and an E1 for Tribbie, because I really like getting Eidolons for support characters, because I can use them in pretty much any team. I guess it depends. So my next Eidolon I'm hoping for is going to be one for Yao Guang, and I don't know, I was thinking about getting E1 Sunday, and I was like, I don't know, this maybe I'll try after I get other Eidolons, if that makes any sense. And I don't have any signature light cones. I haven't pulled on the light cone banner once. Playing Honkai Star Rail, it depends. Like, I think maybe my first limited light cone might be in Axis, because it would really help him out a lot, because right now he's on that one event light cone from the, I forgot, it was like the anniversary event. It was so cute. The one whenever they were like all on their desks and stuff. And yeah, I wanted to use my Aventurine, because the follow-up, but he's a sustain that can also do follow-up attacks, because I do not have Link Shot. And yeah, there's his build. As you can tell with my Aventurine and Tribbie, I really like two-piece Ash Blazing. I know it's kind of silly, but like that 20% follow-up attack damage bonus, it really came in handy during this pure fiction. And yeah, I've got Tribbie on the Bone Collector, which is kind of weird because I also have it on Hyacine. I really like DPS builds. And then here's my Herta. She's E6, but then again, like, she's a 4-star. It's kind of easy to get her Eidolons by doing Simulated Universe. And yeah, that's my Pure Fiction 4 video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!